Morning, Admirals, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Online. Our next mission is of Bajor. Let's jump right in.
We've evacuated everyone we could to Bajor, and we're setting up a base there to coordinate our counterattack against the Dominion. I won't lie to you, though. It's not gonna be easy. We were caught completely off guard by Khan and his fleet, and the Bajorans are none too pleased to have house guests. We must balance the needs of the civilian populace with those of the Starfleet and Klingon forces currently on the surface. Starfleet needs all the help it can get planet-side right now. Transport down to our staging area on Bajor. You'll find me there. Captain Kurland will join us as soon as he can.
Well, for the first time, we're going to skip an episode here, skip this mission. Why? Because it sucks. All you do is run around Bajor doing these little side quests, and it's pretty damn boring. So we'll head to the next one here, Operation Gamma.
Khan's ships are guarding the wormhole, so access is limited. A small craft like a shuttle or fighter might be able to slip through the blockade, so leave your starship here at Bajor. Commander Samuel Winters is here, and he's one of the best shuttle pilots I know. I recommend you bring him along. The war is over, but Loris and Khan won't believe it unless they hear it from someone they trust.
Okay, this mission sucks also. It's a small craft mission. You need to use a shuttle fighter or other small craft to complete this episode. And it sucks. But you do get a Jem'Hadar impulse engine, rare, or Jem'Hadar deflector dish, so it might be worth your while to do it. But I just think it sucks so bad.
The Federation Council has authorized the release of the Founder from the detention facility where she is currently being held. I need someone who Aaron and the Founder will respect to complete the transfer. You're the best candidate for the task. I don't expect any problems. But I didn't expect Jem'Hadar from the past to crash the Borg conference either. So take my recommendations with a grain of salt. The important thing is the safety of Aaron and the Founder. We need their help if we want to end this standoff without more bloodshed.
Okay, you can get a Jem'Hadar tactical officer, which might be pretty cool. Now we'll accept this mission. Okay, where's the facility? Oh, it's in the Beta Quadrant. Hopefully we can find this mission with this facility without any problems. Ayala System. Information redacted by order of Starfleet Intelligence. Captain, Admiral, we've arrived at the designated coordinates. I'm detecting a large structure on the asteroid. We'll need to approach before we can hail. Hello, Admiral Apollo. Your authorization to visit has just come through from Starfleet Command. We don't get many visitors here, so this is quite an occasion. However, we are detecting 2 ships in orbit. Why is there a Jem'Hadar vessel? We have a Vorta guest. Arun is here to see the Founder. This is most irregular, Admiral. Very well, I will permit you to beam down with one of your officers. The Vorta, however, will have to remain on his ship. Come speak to me, and if everything is in order, I will allow him to enter the facility.
The Founders are wise in all things. The Dominion has endured for over 2,000 years. We will continue to do so.
I made contact with Facility 4028. Excellent. I'm ready to beam down immediately. The Founder has been trapped among solids far too long, and the Great Link is diminished without her august presence. Admiral, there appears to be a slight problem. My officers tell me that our transport signal is being blocked. Do you intend to keep me waiting here on my ship like some sort of unwelcome guest?
I'm here to reach a mutually beneficial solution.
It's not that you're unwelcome, but there are security concerns. Security concerns? Admiral, if the Dominion wanted to conquer this facility, we could do so. I'm sure that Starfleet thinks it's very clever and has all sorts of electronic defenses. But as we've proven in the past, even your most well-defended locations are vulnerable to a squad of Jem'Hadar warriors.
I'm here to reach a mutually beneficial solution.
Arun, just wait here until I speak to the Warden. Humph. Very well, Admiral, I'll wait, but I find this lack of trust very insulting. I thought friends trusted one another. Perhaps offering to help you was the wrong decision. Arun's not happy, but he's agreed to wait, sir. We're ready to transport on your orders. this freaking file's taking forever. What the hell's up? One file left. Let's go, people. Probably kick me off the server. Admiral, the warden is waiting for us in Isolation Zone A. According to the information we received, if we follow the blue line, it should lead us right to him.
Antechamber A. Authorized visitors must report to the warden. Follow the blue line to Isolation Zone A. Processing Zone A. ISIS access granted. How may I assist you?
I am ISIS.
Authorized visitors must report to the warden. Follow the blue line to Isolation Zone A.
Visitor Apollo recognized. Visitor authorization verified. Access level 2 authorized. Welcome to Facility 4028, Admiral. Please report to the warden before proceeding into the facility.
You may proceed. Isolation Zone A. Authorized visitors must report to the warden. Follow the blue line to Isolation Zone A.
Welcome, Admiral. Is there anything I can do to assist you? What can you tell me about the facility? Not many people know about this place, Admiral, and that is intentional. We are a Federation penal institution designed to house the most high-profile and most dangerous prisoners. Most are quite violent or disruptive, but a few are targets for attack that we need to keep here for their own safety.
Authorized visitors must report to the warden. Follow the blue line to Isolation Zone
Because of the
A.
danger, this facility is almost completely staffed by photonic personnel. There are only a handful of humanoids authorized to work here. 5 now that Counselor Furr has left us, and even they aren't present at the facility full-time. What should I call you? Is it just the warden? A bit concerning, isn't it? I understand that the EMH mark...
Authorized visitors must report to the warden. Follow the blue line to Isolation Zone A.
EMH Mark 1 had the same problem, but in this instance, instead of the programmers forgetting to give me a name, it was intentional. The thought that I would be less appreciative and therefore our guests wouldn't consider me a target for manipulation. Or perhaps it was their little joke. You've met ISIS. I find it quite intriguing that our computer received a name, but I and the rest of the photonic staff did not.
Authorized visitors must report to the warden. Follow the blue line to Isolation Zone
I'm here to
A.
see the founder. Oh really? That is quite unusual. I thought you were the Starfleet representative I requested to speak to inmate 531760. He's been waiting for quite some time. I'll need to verify your authorization to see the founder, and that will take a few minutes. Until then, would you be willing to speak to him? He's an ice...
Authorized visitors must report to the warden. Follow the blue line to Isolation Zone A.
Ward A. You can get there from this area.
Extending walkway. Inmate 53160.
Name, Armor Singh. Species, human augment. Type, Class 6. Sentence, life with the possibility of parole. Requirements, isolation ward protocols. Visitor must be approved by warden. Recreational materials must be approved by warden. No access to computer terminals or technology allowed. Notes, a brilliant scientist who has dedicated himself to creating a perfect species through gene manipulation. 2 prior convictions for illegal experimentation and performing illegal genetic enhancements. Expert in multi-species augmentation. Apprehended on Hattori by Starfleet officers after joining forces with Klingon Ambassador Bavat to perform genetic experiments on Gorn and Klingon subjects. Is this some kind of a joke? I asked for a representative of Starfleet to explain why I must continue my research, and they send you? The one who put me here? I see now that it was an exercise in futility. Your mind is too small to understand anything I have to say. You're a psychopath. No one wants to hear anything from you.
Inmate 53160.
I did as you asked. May I see the founder now? Of course, I verified your authorization and granted permission for your abortive friend to transport as well. However, he must remain outside the isolation zones. I realize this is an unusual situation, but security protocols must be maintained. We're losing our most famous inmate. I suppose I should be a little sad, but it's not like she was very easy to get to know. She's very different from our other inmates. I don't suppose that she has much use for us. The founder is being held in Isolation Zone B. You follow the red line into the facility, you'll pass through main holding, then another processing area. Beyond that is Isolation Zone B.
Isolation Zone A.
The Founders are wise in all things. Your psychographic profile is required reading for Vorta Field supervisors.
Follow me, I'll take you to the founder. Finally, the safety of the founder is now your responsibility. Don't forget that. If she is harmed, the Dominion will have no choice but to respond, and then Curacon will be the least of your problems. Let's go.
Main holding. Inmate 79962.
Praetor Terrace, species Romulan. Sentence pending. Access to technology must be approved by Warden. So Terrace is in there. That's cool.
Access denied. Inmate 79478.
Notes. Leader of the radical augment group known as the Children of Khan. Born 2374 on Mars, underwent accelerated crucial neural pathway engineering on Agion Prime at age 8. Further enhancements to physical attributes, reflexes, vision, and stamina followed 2 years later. Subject exhibits extreme antisocial and psychopathic tendencies. Bipolar symptoms may be due to difficulty processing neural input. Manipulative to an extreme degree. Caution is recommended in all interactions. Remanded to Lowe's Institute on start date 70773.7 for long-term therapy. While there, led a patient uprising that resulted in the deaths of all staff on site. Patients, now calling themselves the Children of Khan, then attempted to enter Romulan space. Apprehended, Mara is too dangerous to be housed in psychiatric facility. Remanded to facility 4028 until suitable arrangements make a transfer possible.
Processing Zone B. You may proceed. Isolation Zone B. Extending walkway.
Server shitty today. Last banding all over the place.
Inmate 91856.
Tholian found an escape pod on stardate 8-6, brought to Deep Space K7 for medical treatment. While there, attempted to download information on ship movements and military capabilities from Starfleet database. held at this facility pending completion of negotiations with Tholian government for repatriation.
Inmate 91856. Access granted.
Name unknown, species changeling, class 10, sentence pending. Requirements: level 8 force field in effect at all times. Outside communications restricted. Inmate not allowed out of cell without warden's approval. Leader of Dominion forces turn.
Access granted.
Let's read that again. Oh, guess not. Access the force field. Controls granted, Admiral. Please lower the field now if you wish to interact with the inmate. What do you want, Solid? Time is meaningless. I will endure. Founder, we have a situation at Deep Space Nine. Your situation is not my concern. Even if I agree to help with whatever problem you have, what guarantee do I have you will send me back here? What is that human saying? To learn about a people and learn how they treat their prisoners? I have been here for many years, Admiral, and I have seen much. Solids are irrational, fearful creatures. They cannot be trusted. Why did you choose to surrender to the Federation? My captivity was the price of life for my people. We were dying, infected with a virus created by Starfleet intelligence. Odo cured me, but when I linked with him and knew that he needed his justice, otherwise he would have stayed with the Solids, stayed with that woman. I surrendered myself so he would take the cure to the Great Link. Once he joined it, I knew he would never leave. I am immortal, Admiral. A few years here is a minor inconvenience. The prizes I gained were well worth the cost. Avorta came here with me. I will take you to him. Very well. I have waited here long enough. It is time to rejoin the Great Link. I'm sure that all I've seen and heard over these long years will be of great interest.
Founder! Your ordeal is at an end.
Save your sycophancy for a more appropriate time, Aaron. I want to leave this place.
Founder, we have taken DS9 in your name and are prepared to extend our campaign throughout the quadrant. Give your blessing to our victory. We are yours to command.
I know you, Karukan. Your fleet failed us in the battle for Deep Space Nine. We lost because you did not arrive.
The fleet was diverted passing through the anomaly. We did not—
I need soldiers, Karukan, not excuses. You failed the Dominion once. I will not give you the opportunity to do so again.
No, it can't! Ah! Attack! Kill everyone but the Founder! We are dead! We go into battle to reclaim our lives!
Not so fast. Did you really think I would come here without protection? Soldiers of the Gamma Quadrant, show yourselves! Defend your god!
Enemy targets on sensor.
ISIS is offline. Emergency protocols engaged.
Admiral, I've lost contact with the Lexington. I'm detecting power failures all over the station and there's signs of weapons fire. There's something blocking my sensors. I can't get a complete reading. We're near the secondary ISIS core. That might be the best place to determine what's happening and what we can do to get back to the ship.
ISIS is offline. Emergency protocols engaged. ISIS is offline. Emergency protocols engaged. Antechamber B. Secondary ISIS core. Secondary ISIS core. ISIS is offline. Emergency protocols engaged.
Security override. I'm sorry, Admiral. It is not possible to override emergency protocols at this time. Primary ISIS core is offline. This secondary core has limited functionality. Until order is restored, Facility 4028 is in lockdown. Holometrics are offline. Communications are blocked.
ISIS is offline. Emergency protocols engaged.
Mission field has been activated, and the shuttle bay is protected by a Class 10 force field. What do I need to do to restore the primary ISIS core? 2 protocols are accepted to restore order in the case of a catastrophic event in the facility. If prisoners are substituted using lethal or non-lethal protocols, you will be able to reboot the primary ISIS core.
ISIS is offline. Emergency protocols engaged.
Non-lethal protocols.
Non-lethal option selected.
Site transport is available. If you subdue prisoners, then tag them for transport. I will be able to move them to a safe holding zone. When order is restored, you'll be able to bring me completely back online. Then the holographic staff can take it from there. Okay. Back.
ISIS is offline. Emergency protocols engaged.
In the instance
lethal
of complete
option
loss of control
selected.
in the facility, Starfleet Command has authorized use of lethal protocol. While the loss of life will be regrettable, it has been deemed preferable to allowing the residents of the facility to escape. Choose lethal protocol.
Inmates must return to their cells in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so is a violation of facility regulations. Suppression turret
With your
control.
tactical training, you think you should be able to bring some of the prison suppression turrets back online. You'll need to activate the turrets manually from main holding. This will give you an advantage against Kurakon's forces and any inmates who are attempting to escape. Reboot the facility suppression turrets and then activate them when you reach main holding.
Violence is against facility regulations. All inmates are ordered to return to their cells.
Personal shield losing power.
Weapons fire detected. Possession of weapons is a violation of the facility regulations.
Enemy targets on sensor. Personal shield losing power.
Inmates must return to their cells in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so is a violation of facility regulations. Suppression turrets activated. Violence is against facility regulations. All inmates are ordered to return to their cells. suppression turrets activated.
Flanking damage detected.
Weapons fire detected. Possession of weapons is a violation of facility regulations.
Enemy targets on sensors. Personal shield losing power.
Come on, server. You can do it. We meet again, Admiral. Now this is an interesting situation. You should return to your cell. And why would I want to do that? No one is attacking me, the facility is in chaos, and given a little luck I might be able to stroll out the front door. By this time next week I could be back in Klingon space continuing my research. You'll never get outside the facility. Oh really? I know this place has a space dock, and we used it when I arrived. All I have to do is get a shuttle and escape. There's no way out, and I can't guarantee your safety unless you return to your cell. Stop your incessant yammering and let me think. You have a ship in orbit, but so do the Jem'Hadar, and there is 90% chance that one or both of the vessels will fire on a ship leaving the facility. I could use the transporters, but there's an 86% chance that ISIS has cut off access. However, I could circumvent ISIS in approximately 3.2 minutes. Very well, I'll return to captivity, but only if you promise to report that I did so willingly. I need every advantage I can get if I'm continuing my work. Tag Amar Singh.
Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now. Primary ISIS core.
Welcome, Admiral. Is there anything I can do to assist you? Warden? Warden, speak to me. I see you, Admiral. It's just, there it is. Diagnostic cycle complete. It took a few seconds for ISIS to bring me completely back online. I apologize for the delay. Can you take it from here? Certainly. Now that ISIS is online, getting the remaining prisoners back in their cells and settled down should be trivial. I've also contacted the closest star base and requested an engineering team. We'll be back at peak operating capacity in no time. Thank you, Admiral, for your assistance. I don't know what would happen if you hadn't been here. Excellent. I'll leave with the Founder now.
Primary ISIS core.
I'm detecting multiple Jem'Hadar ships and they're more on intercept course. I'm contacting the fleet at Bajor, but I don't know if incoming hail, sir. It's the lead Jem'Hadar ship. Kurakan wants to speak to you.
Surrender the Founder and your pet, and you will survive, Captain. Refuse, and I will destroy your ship.
He's bluffing. He can't harm a Founder.
I can, and I will, Vorta. Victory is life.
Go to warp while you still can. We'll hold them off.
No! I will have the Founder! All ships, attack!
Captain! Shields at 47% and falling!
Evasive maneuvers! Pattern shown 6! Launch torpedoes! Full spread!
Sir!
We won't be able to hold them off forever, Captain! Get the Founder and Aeron back to DS9 now! We need them alive!
That could have gone better, but I know you did the best you could. A check of Facility 4028 shows several prisoners unaccounted for. Most will be able to pick up with ease, but there are 2 high-priority inmates missing. Taurus and someone named James Fetty Mehra. I don't know anything about Medera, but Tara said help. An Iconian energy surge was detected near her cell. She could be anywhere now. But the Founder and Arun are safe and willing to cooperate. That's the only bright spot in this mess. Rescue teams are already in the alien system looking for survivors from the battle. The Jem'Hadar took some hits too, but what we know about Kurokon made it back to Deep Space Nine. This isn't over yet. Okay, we get some rare duty officers. Dominion. Jem'Hadar personal shield. Pretty good. Jem'Hadar tactical officer. Let's see here. I think I'll take the personal shields. They look pretty cool.
Congratulations, Captain.
Specialization point. To begin a brief tutorial on this system, click anywhere in this message to continue, or click
Okay,
the
I got
X
my
in the
first
top right to
specialization
cancel.
point.
Your list of available specializations can be seen here. Selecting any of them will show details about abilities and unlocks they offer, and allow you to spend specialization points to advance your captain. Click on the Intelligence Officer specialization. The progress bar reflects your current status within a specialization tree and displays the bonuses that can be unlocked in that tree. Clicking anywhere on this bar will display all unlocks available in that tree. Abilities that can be purchased in any specialization are displayed here. Selecting any ability will show more information to the left. You may need to scroll down to see the higher tiers of abilities, which will unlock as you spend points within a specialization. Select one of the 2 available abilities from the top of the tree. While any ability is selected, click the Accept button to purchase it. All abilities cost a single specialization point, but may require previous abilities to have been unlocked before they are available. With an eligible ability selected, click Accept to purchase it, and then confirm your selection. All purchased abilities are enabled as long as their specialization is currently active. Specializations assigned as primary will enable all purchased abilities from a tree, while those assigned as secondary will enable the abilities from Tier 1 and Tier 2. You may have 1 primary and 1 secondary specialization active at any given time. Any unlocks you have earned are permanently enabled, even if their associated specialization is inactive. Additional abilities may still be purchased from a specialization regardless of its status as primary or secondary, but will not be enabled unless the specialization is made active. Additional specialization points will be earned each time your skill point bar is filled, even after you reach maximum level. If you have purchased all available abilities, additional specialization points will be automatically converted to dilithium
Get all
ore.
that. So we got hide weakness. When a shield facing is reduced to 0 capacity, gain damage resistance along that facing arc. Okay, when any shield facing depleted, plus 20 all damage resistance rating for 5 seconds along the exposed arc. Alright. Let's see here. This one here, Tactical Fleet 2. Provides a damaged starship targeting system skill buff to your entire team over the duration. Do I have that? I think so. Yeah, I do. It's right there. Alright. Federation Vice Admiral Duty Pack. Alright. Duty officers. That should give me more availability on the duty officers. A little bit anyways. Okay, Admirals. We'll meet back here 0600 hours tomorrow morning, and we will continue with the retaking of Deep Space Nine. Good night.